Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Karkadash, and Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim Akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of prophecy updates as of September the 19th, 2024 on Thursday. And this is a news article, as we've been seeing, the rising tensions been heating up over there in the Korean Peninsula of North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, and the United States. And this was a recent news article from the Reuters from JerusalemPost.com, September 19, 2024, and it reads, North Korea tested a new tactical ballistic missile using super large warhead and modified cruise missiles on Wednesday, and lead Kim Jong-un, who calls for a stronger conventional weapons and nuclear capability, the Korean Central News Agency's KCNA report. And this is the book of Joel. It's the prophet Joel, chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares and the swords and the pointing hooks and the spears, and let the weak say I'm strong. Right, armies of these nations, and let the weak say I'm strong. As we see in North Korea continues to build up their nuclear capability against South Korea, Japan, and the United States, as tensions are heating up over there in Korean Peninsula, like I mentioned before. And this is like within the last couple of days, North Korea been testing their missiles, because the first time, a few days ago, the first time within the last 2 months, they had launched 2 short-range ballistic missiles. And the day before yesterday, they had launched 2 more missiles. And then as of today, they launched a multiple round of missiles. And then now is another round of missiles launched as well, too. That shows you that North Korea is in that warlike mindset and an increasing war preparedness to go against South Korea, Japan, and the United States. As I mentioned again, it's heating up over there in the Korean Peninsula. As I read it again, it says North Korea leader Kim Jong-un leads new ballistic and cruise missiles test, the KCNA reports. And that's another sign of, like it says in the book of Matthew 24, verse 6, wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And Joel 3, verse 9 through verse 10. And this is a news article, says U.S. alleged Iran to influence elections with messages to Joe Biden camp. Iranian cyber actors sent messages during the summer to people involved in the presidential Biden then re-election campaign to contain non-public material from Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump campaign as part of the efforts to influence a November 5th election, U.S. agency says on Wednesday. It says Anthony Blinken to subpoenaed to appear September 24th before the House Committee over Afghanistan. It says Hamas published a psychological warfare video with the timeline of the attacks from the early 2000s until 2024. And this is a news article from Iran. Says Iran to follow up attacks targeting ambassadors in Lebanon, says UN envoy. Iran will follow up on the attack targeting its ambassador in Lebanon. The Iranian envoy to the United Nations said in a letter on Wednesday, adding that it reserves its rights to under international law to take requirement measures, deeming necessary response. It's the book of Luke. This is the book of Luke 21. Luke 21, verse 25. It says, there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars upon the earth. Disgrace of nations will perplex and seize where it's born. Right, disgrace of nation will perplex and seize where it's born. This is the book of Second Esdras. It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of people of the world. Right, so increasing earthquakes and increasing uproars of people of the world. As we see in the increasing seditions among the nations, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, like I mentioned before. Second Esdras 15 verse 15. For the sword that destruction draweth nigh. One people should stand up and fight against another with swords in hands. Right, and as we're seeing what's heating up over there in Lebanon, as we're seeing, the recent incidents, the most severe, seriously incidents that took place over there, the beepers, explosion, and then the walkie-talkies, the explosion over there in Lebanon, and Gaza Strip for the past couple of days, as of recently. Second Esdras 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and of course the action stand in power. Right, so we've seen great seditions among the nations, clashing against one another, clashing against their leaders in power, and of course the action stand in power, and that's what we're seeing. So I'm bring out some more latest news articles that goes into prophecy updates. So go to rt.com. It says Israeli warplanes strike targets in southern Lebanon, video shows. It says the IDF said that it targeted buildings used by Hezbollah operatives. Zelensky cancels meeting with Latin American leaders, media reports. Israel declares new phase of war after Hezbollah pager attacks. I meant to say. It says the IDF is moving forward towards Lebanon. Defense Minister Yavi Gallant has said Israel is shifting its military strength north to focus on Hezbollah. Defense Minister Yavar Gallant said on Wednesday, after thousands of pagers and radios belonging to the Lebanese paramilitary group were detonated in the appearance of the Israeli operation. Speaking to the troops of Maram David Air Base near Haifa, Gallant said that a new phase of Israel's most year-long war was beginning. This one focused on Hezbollah rather than Hamas. It says the center of gravity is moving north. We are devoting forces, resources, and energy towards the north, he said, according to their statement published on social media by his officials. Hezbollah has waged low-intensity military campaign against Israel since the Israeli Defense Force. The IDF began bombing Gaza almost a year ago. Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah has said its goal is to tie up Israeli forces near the Israeli-Lebanon border in order to prevent their deployment to Gaza. But the Israeli officials, including Gallant, had threatened on multiple occasions to launch a major offensive into Lebanon in response. It's the book of Matthew. This is the book of Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, so the borders between Lebanon and Israel are heating up, and the pro-Iranian groups against the Israel Defense Force, and Iran versus Israel as well, too. So that's a sign of wars and rumors of wars. Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, right? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Increasing famines, increasing pestilence, increasing earthquakes in diverse places that we're going to continue to see increase more and more as the Heavenly Father is showing us these signs. It's only going to continue to increase. Starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting business from a ground It says U.S. sues for 100 million over Baltimore bridge collapse. And this is a news article as of September 18th, 2024, and it reads, it says, reported bomb scare at Trump rally site. A brief panic ensure over claims that an explosion device has been found in a car. It says police in New York State has denied reports of a bomb being found in a car inside the security perimeter of the site of an upcoming rally for the U.S. president candidate Donald Trump. It says the Republican presidential nominee is scheduled to speak at the Long Island Avenue, just east of New York, on Wednesday evening. Sources of the Nassau County Police Department just told me that the perimeter was breached and a blue barrel was removed from the area surrounding tonight's Trump's rally site. One American News, or ANN, journalist James Lawley said on X. It says Russian drones knocks out Ukraine armor in crushed region. U.S. rejects Asia's NATO proposal. So let's look up some more prophecy updates. It says the EU condemns Iran's oppression of women in the anniversary of Mahsa Aman's death. It says new revelation show just how corrupt the Supreme Court is, from Common Dreams news article. John Kirby denies U.S. involvement in Lebanese device attack. We want to see the war end. Russia and China Arctic less than meets an eye. It says the Kentucky highway shooting update after body was found near I-57. It says the House fails to pass Speaker Johnson's government funding plan. Special ops of veterans examines Lebanon's explosion. Biden calls for a peace talks as famine threatens million. Right, because we're going to be seeing a lot of famine in the last days as well too. Like it says in Amos 8 verse 11, famine of the word, for lack of bread, for lack of water, but the hearing of the words of heaven Father Yahweh. That's another recorded in the book of Amos 8 verse 11 to verse 3, Amos 8 verse 11 to verse 13. Two Russian government ministers warns Putin's Russia's running out of Soviet resources reserve reports. It says North Korea tests a explosive, powerful new ballistic missiles. This is from the NK News. I believe it's North Korea News. nknews.org. It says North Korea tests a explosive power of nuclear ballistic missiles on September 19, 2024. Kim Jong-un blames outside forces pushing development of the Hwasong variant along with an upgraded cruise missile. It says Kim Jong-un oversees a new ballistic missile and upgradable strategic cruise missiles tests on Wednesday, framing Pyongyang's continuing missile buildup as a direct response to the previous threats outside of forces. The test run Central News Agency's KCNA reported on Thursday that the DPRK's missile administration test fired a new type tactical ballistic Hassan 11 DA 45 Hassan L11C to verify its explosives power and accurate at a medium range, approximately 200 miles. Because I couldn't read all the rest of the news article, I got to subscribe for it. It says North Korea fires ballistic missiles, marking the second launch in less than a week. Right, so as I mentioned again, so it's heating up over there in the Korean Peninsula. North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, and the United States. It says historical rainfall inflicts chaotic floods across 4 continents. Right, historical rainfalls. Historical. X this up. Both of them. It says historical. This is from Miami Herald as of September 18, 2024, published by Lorraine Wesenthal and Brian K. Silverman, Bloomberg News, the Tribute Content Agencies, updated September 18, 2024 at 7:57 p.m. And it reads again, historical rainfall inflicts chaotic floods across 4 countries. It says torrential of water flows along the river of Belia during heavy rain on September 14th in Maklavasi, Czech Republic. There has been extreme weather and flood warnings and heavy rainfall sweep through Czech Republic, Poland, Germany, Austria, and Slovakia. Several rains broke down on Central Europe, Africa, Shanghai, and the United States Carolinas this week, underscoring the extreme ways in which climate change is altering the weather. During the different meteorological phenomena, the phenomena, if I pronounce that right, are behind a series of storms. According to the climate scientists, though, they are agreed on the underlying factors for the supercharged rainfall of global warming. Right, large research have shown that the hotter air is capable of carrying more than moisture, and most likely to cause intense precipitation. I meant to say, slip of the tongue of words. It says not just only a moment of rain that falls, but it lands emergency preparations, infrastructures, access to relief funds, having these vast different outcomes. A reminder that the effects of climate change are not being felt equally across a warming world. I meant to say. At least 1,000 people had died in Africa, and millions of people has been displaced in Europe. Meanwhile, the total considerably lower, and government officials have already pleaded the vast sums for public funding to rebuild. This is the prophet Isaiah. With these weather conditions, it has nothing to do with climate change. It has something to do with the visitation of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself, because he's the true creator in the heavens and the earth. And this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 2. Then thou shalt understand it is a very same time wherein the highest, which is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, so it's not climate change, Mother Nature. No, it has something to do with the Heavenly Father making a visitation on the planet Earth with these historical floodings, tornadoes, earthquakes, landslides, floodings, and famines and pestilent plagues. Like it says in 2nd Ezra 15 verse 5, which I'm about to bring out as well too. So the Heavenly Father, he's the one that's causing these catastrophic events because he's making a visitation on this earth. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith Yahweh, thou will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, destruction. Now let's Get back to some more news articles. It says immediate action needed. Halt fighting in Sudan's Darfur. That's that Luke 21 verse 25. Discretion of nations for perplexing seas rage wounds, which I brought out already. And that second Edges 9 verse 3. There should be seen earthquakes and uproars of people in the world.
Just simply freeze on a good angle of suspect. Here we go. There's our guy. Look, he just couldn't resist asking the nurse how the victim was doing. Now, the computer will analyze the details of the subject's face while simultaneously cross-referencing those same characteristics with anyone else they already have in the database.
Now let's check the Arab news.
There is. There's your guy.
It says 20 killed, 450 injured in a second wave of blasts in Lebanon. The report of the walkie-talkies and the even solar equipment were targeted a day after hundreds of pagers blew up. Wednesday's blast causes fire and injuries in a state of high distress. As of September 18, 2024, published by Najai Hapsarai. It says pagers and walkie-talkies blast targeting Hezbollah across Lebanon raises questions of stoked Middle East tensions. Communications and devices exploded simultaneously across Lebanon, killing at least 15 people and injuring thousands. The suspected Israeli attack represents an embarrassing security breach on a such scale that Hezbollah has almost no choice but to respond. It says a war with Hezbollah may be looming. Is Israel prepared? Right, that goes into that wars and rumors of wars, Matthew 24 verse 6. It said White House warns against escalations in the Middle East after Lebanon blast. Iran condemns attacks in Lebanon involving explosive communication devices. It says Lebanon foreign minister says pager blast an omen to wider war. Arab League chief condemns Israeli attacks on Lebanon's warns against escalations. Erdogan says Turkey will deepen ties with the East while still facing West. Right, that goes into that Ezekiel the 38th chapter.
This is better. That's better. And that. Even this.
Iran accused Israel of mass murder after a pager explosion. Hezbollah vows to punish Israel after deadly pager blast. So yeah, these are previous news that I read already. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying. Another round of prophecy updates as of September the 19th, 2024 on Thursday. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Makakadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem, in the name of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, the last one Kadash little tongue. I say Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim Akwaf. Until next time, I would say Shalom.
If you're ignoring your taxes, don't delay, because your paycheck, your bank account, even your home or business could be at risk.